Hey guys! So today's video is going to be day one of the 12 days of Christmas. Literally from today marks 12 days until Christmas. So I decided that Vlogmas was going to be just a little bit too much for me being, just starting out. So 12 days of Christmas, I feel like I can handle that a little bit easier. We'll see. I might go crazy by the end of this month, but hey, it's worth it. So today's video is going to be on this look right here. I wanted to do a nice Christmas look for you guys. So hope you guys enjoy it and let's get started. Alrighty, so just jumping right into it, I've already done my eyebrows and primed my lids off camera just to save a little bit of time. I'm going to go ahead and use my Juvia's Place Warrior palette. And I'm just going to take a Flawless Concealer brush from e.l.f. and this cream shade right here and use that to set the primer on my lids. You don't have to do this at all. You don't have to set it. You can just use like a regular eyeshadow primer or whatever. I just personally like to because I feel like it just helps me blend my shadows in a little bit easier. And then I'm going to take a Wet n Wild blending brush and this shade right here called Kano. And I'm going to buff that into the crease. In my opinion, guys, Juvia's Place has some of the most amazing formula. It's probably my favorite formula in like a mid-range, from like a mid-range brand, where they're not like super high end, but they're not also like drugstore prices. Then I'm going to take this white-haired brush right here, and I'm going to pick up this shade, this super dark shade. So I'm going to go in with an incredibly light hand. And I'm going to just start to buff this in the outer corner. You see how pigmented that is? And I'm taking my time building it up slowly, gradually, because darker shades are incredibly hard to blend out if you pack it on way too soon. Like if you just went ham on the shade and smashed it onto your eye, you'd be like, it'd be incredibly hard to blend out. From Luxie, and I'm going to pick up this shade up here in Amina. And I'm just placing it all over my lid. I've never actually used this specific shade, so that's why I didn't spritz my brush. Normally I would, just to make it a little bit more vibrant, but also help it stick to my lid. But this shade is vibrant AF on its own. Oh my gosh. Which I should have expected nothing less because Juvia's Place, like I said, has amazing quality eyeshadows. Amazing quality products, actually. I've never tried anything else other than eyeshadows, and I have 3 eyeshadow palettes from Juvia's Place, but I love all of them so much. So I'm just going to go back in with the Wet n Wild blending brush with just a smidgen more of product and just blend out the edges because I don't want to lose the warm transition shade. And then I'm going to go back in also with this one and tap on this eye a little bit. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and pop on some mascara and I'll be right back. And it is just the Lash Extension Mascara from Essence. And I did go ahead and prime my skin, and I mixed 2 primers, and I used the Becca First Light Priming Filter, just the one in the purple packaging, and the CoverGirl Skin Smoothing Primer. Excuse the Rite Aid sticker. I purchased it from Rite Aid and they literally put it on all of their products. Anyway, going into the skin, I'm going to use the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, and mine is in the shade Warm Beige. Now I'm going to go in with concealer, and I'm again going to mix, and I'm going to use my Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Light Neutral, and the Camo Concealer, the 16-hour Camo Concealer from e.l.f. in the shade Light Sand. Both of these have incredibly high coverage, so I don't need very much of either one. As I'm doing these videos, because I do plan to do 12, I don't know if I'll do makeup the entire time, but I do plan to do 12 videos like up until Christmas. I'm slowly but surely getting ideas for Bill's company Christmas party that I plan to do a vlog of at least a little bit. So I'm just starting to get ideas, and I'm actually starting to really like this one. So we shall see what I decide at the very end, because it's like next week. Yikes. To go ahead and set, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana Powder. And this is just a loose powder. And as I've mentioned to you guys before, I like to set with a sponge. So I'm just going to grab my sponge and get to setting. To go ahead and bronze and contour, I'm going to take my Park Ave Princess palette from Tarte. And I'm going to use this complexion brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to take this shade right here in Angle. Now to contour, I am going to take this shade right here in Princess Cut, this one right in the middle, Princess Cut. I'm pretty sure that is what kind of ring I like. Hint, hint, babe. Now for blush, I am just going to take the Essence Satin Touch Blush in the shade Satin Love. It doesn't look like a whole lot in the pan, but let me just tell you, on the skin, it's fabulous. And for highlighter, I'm going to take my Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette. It's a little highlighting trio. And I'm really just going to take all three of these shades because look at how gorgeous they are. And if you guys have never used this highlighter before, this highlighting palette, be aware. Because if you do not use a light hand, it's beaming. If you guys ever see me like going like this and then looking straight on, it's because if you use a highlighter, if you use too much of a highlighter or really anything, you will get a stripe on your face. Like you guys can kind of see it right here. You'll get a stripe on your face and it will look almost ashy in a sense because it will look as if you've used something that's too light for your skin, so it will stand out a little bit more. So you just have to, I just do that to try and be a little bit careful, just because, especially with this highlighting palette, because this one is so incredibly intense. It's just crazy. And no, I didn't forget about my under eyes. I just haven't gotten there yet. I was too excited to get to the highlighter. See, like right here, do you see it? It kind of looks a little ashy, so I'll blend it out. So now, let's get into the lower lashes. I'm just going to take this super, super tiny little brush, and I'm going to take that super dark shade, tap off the excess, and pack it just on like the outer, the outer third of my eye, connecting it to my lid. And then with an e.l.f. contouring brush for the eyes, I'm going to take that Kano shade. Maybe it's Cano, like Robinson Cano. Anybody know who I'm talking about? No? Okay. Big shocker, I went in with eyeliner today and I just used the Essence Extreme Lasting Waterproof Eye Pencil in the shade Silky Nude. Just kind of looks like that. And using a nude color just kind of makes your eyes look a little bit more open. And it helps with me because my eyes are a little bit Asian. Just a smidge. And lastly, to set everything into place, I am going to take my Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. And we all know how this goes, so. As promised, I am going to go in with a bold lip. And I'm going to start off with the Ilamasque. I think I just completely destroyed that name. Coloring lip pencil in the shade Lust. I'm going to go in with my Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Date Night. So yeah, guys, that completes today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!